Welcome to a video from digital-lifestyle.com. A quick tutorial video on Modwave, but this technique also applies to multipole in the Wavestate as well. We're looking at how you can use velocity to control the envelopes. This was actually a question that someone put on one of the comments on a recent video, so I thought rather than trying to explain it in a comment, I'd demonstrate it on the Modwave Native. So what you're hearing here is a nice soft pad, but then when you get hard velocity, it changes attack and a bit of velocity on the filter as well. But the question was about the envelopes, and as you can see here, I've got the amp envelope. You can see I've got a slow attack on it and a bit of a slow release, and if I play slowly, I'm going to put the filter right up for this one, just so we don't have any changes for the filter. So I just go quite gently. You can see I've got a very slow attack time, and I'm going to release it gently, and I get a sharp attack, sharp release time. Now, if I play it the other way around, I get a hard attack. Here it kicks in straight away, and if I do a fast release, you see I've got that release, quite a bit of release on there, and that's because I'm controlling these attack and release using velocity and release velocity. So the question was asked, can you make the attack time dependent on velocity? So here's how you do it. So I'm here in the attack. Let's just put these back to the default. Here you can do the attack, and you don't need to use mod processor or anything like that. You can find from the controllers, you can find the velocity. Now, if I set that, say, times 10, you can see here what you get is kind of the reverse. Let me just put it right the way up. You're getting the reverse of what the commenter wanted. So if I do a soft velocity, I get no attack. I do a hard velocity, so the easy way of doing it is to put it into negative values, but see, that's not having an effect. That's because the attack is already high and we're trying to decrease. You can't go beyond below a 0. So what you do is you put the attack up, so when there's a low value from the velocity, you see we get a slow attack, and if we do a high value, see that's not quite reaching its full attack even with maximum velocity, so you can trim it down to what you want. And there we go. So that's how we can do the attack. There's a couple of different ways we could do the release, but let's have a look. So for release velocity, we go to controllers, and you'll see I've got a release velocity there. Instead, you've got velocity and exponential velocity. So if the curve isn't quite what you want, you could use the exponential one. So I'll show you that in a sec, but let's go to release velocity for now. So a very slow attack will give us not much release velocity. So you see, so if I turn that release velocity up to there, so what we get now is a slow attack won't give us much release velocity because we're not sending much value to that. There you can see the envelope. It reverts back afterwards, but you heard without much release velocity on there. If I do a hard attack, if I do a fast release, you can hear that's playing forever. So that's how you can control those, but there's other things you could do. Instead of doing the release, let's put a static release on there. Maybe you could adjust the decay and sustain time, so a slow release, and we could use, say, exponential velocity for this one. So the higher the release, the more the decay is going to be. Let's try that. So if I bring that sustain down, you'll hear it more now. So hard velocity, a high velocity makes that shit envelope, keeps the note going. A slow one will drop it away like that. Now you can apply the exact same technique to the filter as well. So let's just go to the cutoff and we'll put the envelope up, and we go to the filter and we'll put that, probably it's a bit too much there, we'll put some filter and we'll set the attack to be velocity. And let's go back to our envelopes. I'm going to take those off so we can hear it without the modulation. That's it. So there we got the sweep. So there you can hear the effect on the envelope. And that's it really. It's nice and simple. It's a nice technique for creating some dynamics when you're playing, is to use the velocity to not just affect the envelope cutoff or the volume or that kind of thing, but to create some dynamics with the envelopes, which is a really nice technique. Thanks for watching this video. If you've got any questions you'd like me to answer on a video of the Modwave, Wavestate and Multi, let me know. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video.